next is BRAWLN News number 97. It's an all-wrestling edition of BRAWLN News. And we're going to have stories on Daniel Bryan's relationship with Jill Thompson, Chicago artist. Also, we're going to talk about Randy Orton and his back issues, of which I have much information to help him out with. We're also going to talk about a diva that was cut from the WWE. We're going to talk about Karma's engagement. We're going to talk about why Cena sucks, why he's going to get on a Fruity Pebbles box, and why you might want to pick up one of them. And we're also going to talk about the passing of an era in professional wrestling. All that and more coming right up. Hey, you want to save 20% off of everything in the store? Then show up on the 20th of every month, because the 20th is Founders Day here at Alternate Reality. And on Founders Day, everything except this week's new comics and bulk supplies is 20% off. That's right, every single thing in the store is 20% off every 20th here at Alternate Reality.
More like hell on training wheels. BRAWLN News, episode 97. Blood on the popsicle.
Fight, 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 fight! Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
BRAWLN News, but I'm a man of peace.
Grapple your ass off!
BRAWLN News. And BRAWLN News is coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone.
Even those hoods that just walked down.
Even those hoods that just walked past the store. Hi, hoods.
Simps.
50% off your hoodry.
Yes, the hoods and simps that just walked past the store. This is going to be an all-wrestling edition of Wrestling News, and our first story up involves Daniel Bryan and his connection to comic book artist Jill Thompson, who's Chicagoan, Jill Thompson.
Yes, and apparently she and her husband Brian Azzarello are big wrestling fans.
Oh,
but Daniel Bryan's new ring gear, you know, what the hands grappling, all that stuff.
Yes.
All of his outfits were designed by Jill Thompson.
Oh, how about that?
She drew them for him. She's a big fan.
Does that mean she gets a cut from every T-shirt that gets sold?
Probably. I'm
Unless she
assuming.
got paid right up front.
Well, Brian gets a cut of it, and I'm assuming he gives her a cut too, because the money goes to him, and then boom, boom, boom.
Trickle down theory.
The trickle down theory. Because Thompson actually,
Works every time.
she did illustrations for Mick Foley's Christmas book as well, and yeah, she's a big comic fan, of course, because she works in comics, and a big wrestling fan.
Okay, speaking of comics, Randy Orton apparently has a big back issue problem with his back issues. What problem does Randy Orton have with back issues?
He's got a hernia.
I mean, I got lots of back issues here at the store. If you need some help, Randy, come on down to the store. You can. I'll be happy to sell you some back issues. I mean, I've got plenty of them.
No, nothing.
What? Randy Orton is dealing with back issues.
He's got a herniated disc between his C4 and C5 vertebrae in his back.
Oh, I can't help you with that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I can't help you with that.
So right now he's not going to be doing.
Need a medical man for that, son.
He's taking physical therapy, and he's still booked to win the Royal Rumble unless he can't wrestle at the Royal Rumble.
So he's booked to win the Royal Rumble?
He's supposed to win
sort
the Royal
of takes
Rumble.
all the mystery out of it, doesn't it?
Well, he's supposed to, and what's really cute about this is he got hurt at last week's SmackDown tapings.
Okay.
And he wasn't as hurt as the WWE kept saying. The WWE kept saying he'd be out for 6 months, and he looked at those reports on their own website and go, "No, I'm getting therapy. I'm not going to be out for 6 months. I just don't wrestle as much." But okay. So they overreacted, but he said he'll be fine.
One of the WWE divas has been cut. Cut! She's no longer with the company, and she is...
Maurice
what?
Maurice Ouellette.
I wasn't going to attempt that name.
Although on TV,
that's why I dumped it off on him.
She was released with the WWE before the year was over, although actually she wanted to go because she said she really lost her passion for wrestling when she's off recuperating. Oh. She's got no interest in joining TNA or any other wrestling promotion.
Why not?
And she and The Miz are still having sex.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah, there's still a couple, even though she's not working with them. She's actually supposed to be introducing a clothing line which involves lingerie and blouses and jewelry and a whole bunch of other stuff. And she's been popping up at parties and stuff. But yeah, she said, I don't have any interest in being in wrestling anymore.
Okay.
She was a little too risque for them anyway. She's also going to be in Playboy probably sometime between now and the end of the year, which the WWE doesn't do anymore.
Then the risque part is good. Is good. Speaking of WWE divas, Karma's engaged.
She's engaged.
Congratulations.
She's engaged to a guy. I've never seen a picture of the guy, but he's a brave man. But her engagement ring is a wrestling ring within a diamond set inside a normal ring. So when she shows her ring,
it's a square ring.
It's a ring. It's square. It's a square ring with a wrestling ring in the middle of it.
And she uses it to punch people out.
Well, she's about 6 months pregnant now. So she's doing a lot of punching. Although she did post a holiday greetings thing on her Facebook page or something.
I assume that he's the father of the.
He is. Well, since we don't know who the hell the guy is, we assume he's the father. Okay. She hasn't said he isn't the father, but no one's revealed this guy's name.
You know what I think?
What?
Cena sucks! Cena sucks! Cena sucks! Hey, you want to buy a T-shirt? WWE's selling them, and with John Cena's blessing.
Yeah. Oh, well, it popped up a couple weeks ago on Raw. You can actually, at live arenas, you can't get them on the website because they're already gone.
Yeah.
But there are shirts out there which say in big letters "Cena sucks" on them. Now, here's what you have to think about.
John's a company man.
They asked him about these shirts a couple years ago. John said he doesn't really care, but
Yeah, as long as he gets a cut.
right, you buy. Yeah,
How much of the shirt am I getting?
Right, you're buying. Remember, you're
Hope you
buying
sell
a
a
shirt.
lot.
You're buying a shirt that says you don't like John Cena.
Yes.
Every shirt you buy puts money in John Cena's pocket.
It's thinking.
So go ahead and hate him. He could care less.
Buy
You're
lots.
making him money.
Buy lots.
I said I went to the website a week or so ago. You can't get them online.
That's always the thing with the WWE, as many of you I'm sure know, especially you wrestling fans out there. WWE, way back in the 90s when the Monday Night Wars were going on, the WWE would always give a very generous cut of all T-shirt and promotional sales
I think it's like
to
25
the wrestlers
30%.
in lieu of big time paychecks, because the WCW would sign these huge deals with wrestlers like Macho Man and of course Hogan and Hall and Nash,
And
for
there'd be
millions
no
and millions
shirt.
and millions of
There'd
dollars.
be no shirts though for these guys.
Well, they did shirts, but they didn't get any of that revenue.
They got nothing.
They
out
didn't
of
get any of that revenue. WCW did. Vince did just the opposite. Vince's attitude was always, I'm not going to pay you a lot, but you're going to get a big chunk of every T-shirt that gets sold, and that's your incentive to go out there and work. Because if you go out there and you're popular and people like you and they buy your shirt, you're going to make a ton of money, and I'm going to make a ton of money.
And if you came to him with an idea for a shirt, he's like, go right ahead.
And that hasn't
Most
changed.
of Austin's shirts have all been ideas that Steve Austin's come with on his own.
Yeah.
Austin doesn't even wrestle. He gets a new shirt every year.
Yeah. So there you go. Our last story up.
Well, also,
Yes.
as far as John Cena's concerned,
Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles. I can't get out of here without mentioning Fruity
the
Pebbles.
whole thing with The Rock talking about Fruity Pebbles. Okay, the people over at Post Cereal and the WWE and John Cena, they came up to some kind of agreement, and so there will be limited edition boxes of Fruity Pebbles
With who?
with John Cena on the cover of them,
Like Wheaties boxes?
like Wheaties boxes
With John
and,
Cena.
And apparently, all the proceeds, if you buy these boxes of cereal, all the proceeds go to charity.
Oh, great.
Is it
No,
a cartoon?
that's good. That's
Is
good.
it a cartoon that punches Fred Flintstone?
You could be.
Well, that's what you have to be, right?
In fact, when they talked,
Fruity Pebbles come from Fred
Actually, what they
Flintstone.
ought to do a cartoon with Fred Flintstone getting him in a headlock or
headlock.
something. They went, "Ah."
And Barney working him over.
That'd actually be cute.
I
That'd
know.
be cute. That'd be cute.
Yeah, because a fan actually asked Cena about this on Twitter, and he goes, "Oh yeah, it's true." And he says, "Oh, by the way, I love Fruity Pebbles."
Okay, the last story we've got is
sad story.
a sad story. Actually, it's the end of an era. Nobody's died, nobody's been hurt, nobody's passed on, but it is definitely the end of an era for professional wrestling.
The Asylum Arena in Philadelphia will be closed to all wrestling events as of the 14th of this month.
Why is that?
New
New owners?
ownership, and the ownership says they really don't want any wrestling shows there. So the last show there will be a doubleheader with the Evolve and CZW wrestling promotion. The Asylum Arena is what all ECW fans know as the old bingo hall.
That's right.
That was the one that all the WWE people made fun of, even though they had no problem filling that bingo hall every time they did a show, and the audiences there were a lot more interesting than most of the audiences in any other arena.
Right.
But yes, the bingo hall is going to be closed to wrestling events. It'll be gone.
Okay, that's sad. I mean, that's one of those legendary things in professional wrestling, and it's a part of history now.
In fact, they had a thought about doing an ECW reunion show there before it happened, and they said none of those guys were going to do it. So
No.
forget it.
Oh, that's too bad. But you know what? You know what else is a part of history? The show's a part of history, because we're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We've got no more wrestling news. But you can go to the store's website, check out all the brawling news. That's WWE, regular wrestling news, and MMA news that this man sends me that I post up. And where is the store's website?
Sarah knows.
www.myalternatereality.com. Because everyone needs a little alteration in their reality.
So stop off the store's website, check out all his news. Until next time, this is Comic Book Man
And this is Bo.
saying,
Get well, Randy!
bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.